Busting free is about keeping it simple, to create freedom, the freedom to make choices about lifestyle, health and well-being. The word choices is very important. What I don't want to do with this group is make 24 robots leave the room and say you're all doing one thing. That's ridiculous. You've all got different lifestyles. You've all got different things that affect your lifestyles. So you can't suddenly program everyone to do the same thing at the same time each day. You've got to have a broad program which has guidelines. You've got to have enough guidelines within that broad program so you've got something to follow. But the key issue, and this is one of the things I would say is the key issue of lifestyle management, you understand your principles, but you need to be flexible in the way you administer those principles. Okay? And if I look back now over that period of time of watching a lot of clients who succeed and don't succeed, I'll tell you now, the clients that succeed are the ones that develop adaptation and flexibility. The ones who, for example, like Kerry, and I'm going to pick out a few I know, who work late, okay, some nights, and may miss a training session, and it really frustrates him. Now, the perfect model would be, I've missed my session, okay, what happens next week if I miss it? I'm on a plane flight down south, got to go to a conference. I've missed another session. Suddenly we find there's 3 sessions missed. The routine's broken. And then we get into that pattern of, oh, I've got to get back into the routine again. And that always seems to be the hardest thing. Because a lot of us tend to try and be very systematic in the way that we organise our healthy lifestyle plan. We try to have it regimented, organised, and we use incorrectly that word discipline. It's a misused word. It shouldn't be a punishment to follow a wellness program. It should be something that you feel good about that you want to get back to. So if Kerry misses 3 sessions due to work commitments, it'd be nice to think that there's a slight agitation after that week and a half because he's looking forward to getting back into his activity program that he had. If, for example, on that tour down south, his diet has gone amiss, someone served him trans fatty acids or someone served him a range of meals that wasn't in his diet plan, can he walk back off that plane 2.5 weeks later, walk into the house and start up where he left off 2.5 weeks ago? They're the serious type of questions that people have problems with, because as soon as their systems are broken, okay, their programming tends to fall over. And how many people talk about falling off wagons all the time? Okay, I wonder why you get on the wagon in the first place. Because you really shouldn't be on a wagon. You should be on something that is desirable. One of my real challenges I've had over 23 years is to try and convert what we call a healthier food concept and a healthier delivery into something that becomes desirable. One of my little main aims with this program is to try and get you to get the skills up so you can prepare food to make what I call average food selections less desirable. So in other words, you've eaten well, you've prepared something that's so nice, let's develop the craving syndrome around something that's really, really good. Okay, very much in the healthy guidelines model. If we can develop a craving syndrome with health, suddenly we want to go back there. We don't, when we go astray, or we shouldn't use the word astray, but when things go amiss, you have a desire, a will to get back there as soon as you can, because that's a better, not only a better place to be, it's a place where you want to be. Okay, and that is a difference. That is the difference between following a program and following a lifestyle. When you follow a program, you're told to go on it. You're even in some cases asking me questions like, how long do I have to stay on this? Where do I start? How long is it going to take me? Where's the finish line? Once we start getting questions like that, you're pre-programming yourself. Because the timeline is endless. The changes you need to put in place need to be something that is usable on a day-to-day basis. So have a think as we go through the information this weekend about that type of objective. Which parts are you going to take out of what we're going to do this weekend that you can now slot into a regular routine for yourself that is something that you want to actually do? Okay, now when I mean want, I'll rephrase that again. A lot of us want to do a lot of things. We wouldn't be here if we didn't want to do things. But wouldn't it be nice to actually convert that want into desire, into a stronger passion for actually feeling that it's a better way to go? Okay, with a lot of my clients in the gym, one of the things I'm very proud with my clients and I'll tell them about is the fact that with our exercise we have a voluntary weekend Saturday morning program, which half of them have missed this morning because they've come along here. But basically, one of the things that I really enjoy about that group is that, and the rest of the group who's here know about this, is when half of us this morning came over here to do this, how many of the other half of the group who couldn't make it today said, oh, we'll take a day off. They're not organised down there today. Pete's not leading them today, so we'll take a day off. I'll tell you now, I would guarantee down there, what do you reckon, guys? Around about 6 to 10 have turned up and self-organised themselves with their activity program because the leadership role is over here, let's say, doing this. They've self-organised their morning program.